For those of you who are traveling and driving alone, this story is for you. About a journey where so many things can go wrong. Have you ever gotten a gut feeling that something isn't right? Always trust your gut instinct. In the outskirts of Utah, the night was still, save for the distant hum of the I-15 highway. Jack McCullen, a weathered truck driver, was making his way down that very road, his long-haul rig rumbling like a beast in the darkness. It was just like any other day along the highway. As he drove along the empty highway, the heavy fog lights illuminated a figure of a hitchhiker standing by the side of the road, his thumb extended, begging for a ride. Jack's sense of duty to a fellow traveler compelled him to pull over and offer a ride to the mysterious stranger. The hitchhiker introduced himself as Alex. He was a tall, lanky man with piercing eyes that seemed to harbor secrets. He had an uncanny ability to navigate Jack's life story during their conversation. It was as if he knew more about Jack than he should. As they continued down the empty highway, Jack's unease grew. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong with his passenger. The once friendly conversation took a sinister turn as Alex began to hint at gruesome stories of murders and disappearances along this very road. He spoke with so much precision, and he seemed to be obsessed with death. With each mile, Jack's unease turned to fear, and he decided to let Alex out at the nearest exit. As the truck slowed down and Alex opened the door, he leaned in close, whispering, "1025 Salt Lake City." This sent shivers down Jack's spine. It was his home address. Then, he vanished into the night. When Jack arrived at the next truck stop, he decided to report the unsettling encounter to the local police. As they investigated the story, they discovered that no one fitting Alex's description had ever been reported missing or found in the area. The investigation revealed no leads, no evidence, and no trace of the mysterious hitchhiker. Once Jack got home, his phone rang. It was Alex. He wasn't happy and wanted to get Jack back. He was like, "Why did you report me? Aren't we friends? Please say we are friends." Jack was utterly speechless, and he immediately called the cops. The officer in charge showed up to Jack's house, and Jack explained how Alex had called. He was scared and knew that this was possibly his last night alive. That night, Jack was able to get some sleep. As he was laying in his bed, he heard a noise in his house downstairs. He shouted for the police officer. There was no response. He checked his phone and tried to dial 911. The operator picked up, and at that moment, Alex burst through the door. "Hey, Jack." Jack dived off the bed to his gun drawer, but Alex was too quick. He got there first, he said. "Tonight is your last night alive, Jackie boy." This took all the courage and fight out of Jack's body. He knew his time was up. He was, dead man. As Alex pushed Jack down the stairs, he made one mistake. He wanted to stream the execution of Jack and increase his fame. He was trying to go down as the biggest serial killer in Salt Lake City history. One news company got a link to the stream, and they started reporting the situation. The police got the information and rushed to Jack's house. Meanwhile, at Jack's house, Alex had tied him up against a chair. The whole town was gathered on big screens in the city. Watching the stream, Alex spoke about how a truck driver had killed his family in an accident and they would have to pay, every last one of them, starting with Jack here. As he was still speaking, a sniper had taken a shot and took Alex out. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, Jack was saved. He was still alive. But this experience is something it took years to fix. The local news reported on the bizarre encounter, cautioning viewers to be vigilant when picking up strangers on the open road, reminding them that unimaginable horrors can happen to us anytime, so be aware. This story of the dark road serves as a reminder that sometimes the true monsters are the ones we encounter when we least expect it, hiding in the shadows of the modern world.